In a twisted tale of legacy and darkness, Oroku Hiroto, the grandson of the infamous Shredder, emerges as a great force in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. Raised in the shadows of his ancestors, Hiroto's thirst for power knows no bounds. From his cunning manipulations to the merciless ambushes, he proves himself to be the worst of the Turtles' foes. But beneath the layers of cruelty lies a troubled past and deep-seated scars that fuel his relentless pursuit of vengeance. With his newly equipped empire and robotic army, Hiroto's reign of terror threatens to plunge New York City into darkness. So brace yourself, dear viewers, for Hiroto's origin is a gripping saga of treachery, power, and the price of unchecked ambition. But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. The rise of Shredder's heir. The grandson of Oroku Saki, better known as the Shredder, is a character shrouded in darkness and driven by a thirst for power. From the ashes of his complicated past, Hiroto rises to become a formidable force ruling New York City with an iron fist. With his merciless nature and cunning tactics, he weaves a web of chaos and devastation, leaving the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the brink of defeat. But beyond the legacy of his notorious grandfather, Hiroto's journey reveals a complex character with deep-rooted scars and twisted motivations. His relationship with his mother, Karai, paints a picture of resentment and abandonment, fueling his thirst for revenge. The path to power is paved with treachery and alliances that prove to be fleeting, as Hiroto manipulates even his closest allies to further his own agenda. Who is Oroku Hiroto? The year is 2040, and Hiroto has seized control of the Foot Clan, turning the city into his personal playground of terror. But there's one thorn in his side that he just can't shake off: Michelangelo, the last surviving turtle. Oh, the poor guy just can't catch a break. Hiroto sets his sights on hunting down our masked Mikey, determined to wipe out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles once and for all. Now let's rewind a bit and take a peek into Hiroto's backstory. Born to Karai, the daughter of the notorious Shredder, Hiroto's family tree is tangled with intrigue. Rumor has it that he may have been born out of wedlock, earning him the title of the bastard son of Karai. Ouch, that's gotta sting. To make matters worse, Karai abandoned Hiroto when he was just a kid, leaving him with immense resentment towards his dear old mom. Time passed by. Hiroto had grown into a commendable warrior. His mother, Karai, led the Foot Clan against our shell-clad heroes, the Ninja Turtles, but Hiroto had some evil schemes. He cunningly convinced Splinter, the Turtles' master, to strike a truce with the Foot Clan, only to show his true genesis: it was all a lie. Hiroto's deception led to a brutal ambush on our heroes, leaving Splinter wounded and the Turtles seeking refuge in the safe haven of Casey Jones's and April O'Neil's apartment. But that's not the end of the chaos. In a fit of fury, Raphael confronted Karai only to meet his untimely demise at her hands. What happened next changed the future of the Ninja Turtle universe for decades. So brace yourselves, for Oroku Hiroto's reign is yet to begin. What makes him pure evil? It's time to delve into the twisted psyche of Oroku Hiroto, the epitome of pure evil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. As he stepped into the spotlight as the new leader of the Foot Clan, his thirst for power and vengeance against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles burnt brighter than ever. While his ancestors may have caused some headaches for our heroic turtles, Hiroto took his villainy to a whole new level, with his unrelenting cruelty and unhinged madness. Hiroto's ascent to power began on his 16th birthday when he pledged his loyalty to the generals of the Foot Clan. With calm and collected determination, he stepped into his rightful place as their master, patiently waiting until he came of age to claim his birthright. His rise, however, came at the cost of Raphael's devastating attack just before his death, which left Karai's mother comatose and unable to lead. Given the opportunity, Hiroto extended an invitation for peace to Splinter and the Turtles. But alas, this gesture of supposed reconciliation was nothing more than a treacherous trap from which our heroes couldn't escape. With this brutal move, Hiroto crushed the Splinter Clan and claimed dominion over the entire city. From that point on, it was smooth sailing for him. He set up a well-oiled empire with tight security, neatly dividing the city into 3 classes: the top, middle, and bottom. The names speak volumes about the hierarchy he imposed. Hiroto's dream empire faced a major threat with Michelangelo's return, directly attacking the top city. Fueled by paranoia and an already simmering rage, Hiroto's mind teetered on the edge of madness. His obsession with Michelangelo's presence in the city sent him spiraling into a mystifying madness. To assert his dominance, Hiroto declared martial law, projecting his holographic image throughout the city, ensuring every citizen knew he was in charge. Within moments, his army of foot ninja androids descended upon the unsuspecting populace, transforming the once peaceful streets into a chaotic battleground. It was like a hurricane of chaos, swirling both in the city and within the mind of its ruler. Resting atop a skyscraper, Hiroto gazed down upon the insignificant people below, taunting and threatening them as if they were mere insects. He contemplated whether he should crush them entirely, viewing their life as justification for his self-proclaimed graciousness, as he ranted about his own greatness and immortality. The rain and thunder amplified his palpable loneliness, a wound that festered deep within. His distorted rant took a dark turn when he slipped on a steel beam, narrowly escaping harm thanks to one of his robotic guards. But the damage had already been done, revealing the scars that had left him so unhinged. These wounds transformed him into a merciless individual, someone who disregarded others, even those within his own empire. Hiroto's complete unpredictability and paranoia only served to weaken his leadership and endanger his empire. His obsession with his own immortality blinded him to the threats that lurked in the shadows, putting his fate in an army of robots and believing himself invulnerable. He remained oblivious to his own vulnerabilities. The extent of Hiroto's villainy was as vast as it was disturbing. He was a manipulator. He manipulated and betrayed those around him, enjoying in the suffering he inflicted. Disrespectful. He insulted the very people he claimed to rule, deluding himself into believing he was a god. Ruthless. He ruthlessly eliminated those who failed him, celebrating the gruesome display of their severed heads. He reveled in violence, taking pleasure in fighting his own loyal followers to the death, their lives rendered meaningless in his twisted world. Deceitful. Hiroto pretended to agree to peace talks in Japan with Splinter, but sent Ambassador Heir instead. It was a trap leading to a deadly battle between Clan Hamato and the Foot Clan, resulting in the tragic deaths of Splinter and Donatello, all orchestrated by Hiroto's archers. Sadistic. Hiroto assigned Captain Ikusa and his men to capture and kill Mikey, broadcasting his execution to all New Yorkers. He then threatened the newly ascended Captain Fukuda to do the same if he failed. Another instance was during his last battle with Mikey, where he was seen mercilessly taunting Mikey about the deaths of his master, brothers, and friends. Ungrateful son. While his relationship with his mother was complex, Hiroto's true colors were revealed when he admitted he loathed her. Keeping her alive in a coffin out of spite, he eventually ended her life with his own armor's blades. A final act of twisted vengeance. Drowned in his thirst for revenge, he never understood why his mother wasn't around and that he wasn't abandoned by choice. He was a narcissistic tyrant consumed by a lust for power that blinded him to the impending threat against his reign. His atrocities knew no bounds, and any show of sympathy for his troubled past was overshadowed by his monstrous actions. A Deceptive Alliance, Hiroto and Baxter's sinister bond. Hiroto and Baxter have quite a history together. It all began right when Hiroto had pulled his sneaky move, tricking Splinter into flying to Japan, which we all know ended in tragedy with Splinter and Donatello meeting their doom. But the Turtle family's troubles didn't end there. While they were away, Baxter Stockman swooped in, the other arch-nemesis of our ninja heroes, launching a surprise attack on the rest of the family. That is one wicked team-up. The unexpected assault by Stockman caught our heroes completely off guard, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. It was a cruel alliance, and it nearly spelled the end for the entire Ninja Turtle family. Later on, we discovered that Hiroto's empire and even his headquarters were decked out with cutting-edge technology and robots, foot soldiers wielding katanas like there's no tomorrow. Looks like Baxter came in handy, supplying Hiroto with these mechanical minions to keep New Yorkers in check. But let's not get it twisted. Hiroto only put up with Baxter for his usefulness, not because they were best buds or anything. As the plot thickens, we see Hiroto's true colors. When Mikey went after Stockman, Hiroto couldn't care less. In a brutal turn of events, he coldly refused to help Stockman when the last Ronin, Casey Marie Jones, and the rebels launched a fierce attack on his base on Roosevelt Island. Hiroto didn't dig Stockman's craziness, so he left him hanging, leading to Stockman's ultimate demise. Ouch. But wait, there's more. Hiroto only realizes something's off when his system and all those robotic guards come crashing down. You see, Baxter was already gone and his system went down with him, taking Hiroto's empire along for the ride. It's a spectacular downfall for a wicked antagonist. The bonds of evil can be a tricky business, my friends. Marvelous verdict. Oroku Hiroto's origin story unfolds like a dark symphony, drawing readers into a world where heroes are tested and villains reign supreme. Through captivating storytelling and intricate character development, we witness the rise of an antagonist driven by a complex mix of vengeance, power, and a yearning to surpass the legacy of his infamous grandfather. In this thrilling saga, Hiroto's story serves as a reminder that the battle between good and evil is never as simple as black and white. It delves into the depths of human emotion, exploring the twisted motivations that propels individuals down a path of darkness. If you like the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.